What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we have a local matchup against our friend Andrew, who is playing Shanks, going against our Bonney. Now, traditionally, Shanks is a pretty tough matchup for Bonney, but you will notice in this matchup there's one character that helped guides us to the victory. Stay tuned to see what that character is and how this match plays out. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Catch you in the next one. Thanks. And here we go in today's matchup, and we did end up losing the dice roll, and Shanks ended up deciding to go first, which already puts us at a disadvantage because in this Shanks matchup, we really want to take that going first curve. The odd curve is going to serve us a whole lot better just because it delays the things that Shanks can do. You know, it delays a turn for the Beckman. So that way on their 8 dawn turn, they have to choose between the Beckman or the Rayleigh. So going second really does just hurt. So Shanks going first here, ends up passing it right back to us. We put up 2 dawn and we don't have any searchers in hand, so we just pass it right on back. You know, 3 dawn turn going in for Shanks, just a big old 8k swing into life, and at this point, we're totally fine taking this life, going back down to 4, and then ends up passing it right back to us. 4 dawn here, no characters on play. This is a pretty good setup turn for us. So 6k into life, ends up taking it. 3 dawn remaining. We are going to drop down a good old Tashigi. This is a phenomenal card for this matchup. This is a card that helps us keep cards on board for a lot longer than they probably should. So 5 dawn turn here for Shanks. Swing 6k into life. And we're going to take it, go down to 3 life, drops 4 for Lucky Root. This is a card we hate seeing. This destroys nearly everything on our board, hits our Cavendish, hits our carrots, and hits any of our blockers that are on play. So this turn is a little tricky for us. We are on our 6 dawn turn. We really don't want to swing because we don't want to afford a block to destroy that Tashigi, because that Tashigi is going to be vital for us moving forward in these next couple turns. Deciding through what to play here on our 6 dawn turn. We're thinking, because I remember in this hand we have multiple options. We have Smoker, we have Carrot, we have Cavendish in hand, multiple cards that can come into play. It's just which one do we want to play on this turn and what's the right order for them. You can see that sliding that 1 dawn aside. And we're going to play 5, and out comes the Smoker. Smokers are a great choice because we know going into the next turn he is going to be on 7 dawn in range for Beckman, but playing the Smoker, being a 7k power, he's going to have some sort of cost reduction to be able to hit the Smoker with the Ben Beckman. Now going into 7 dawn, swings in with the leader, and we are then going to use our leader ability, tap down that blocker, make it to where it's not going to bother us anymore, and counter out of the swing. And there's the Beckman trashing that Tashigi, which ends up just helping us keep that Smoker on board 1 extra turn. Going up to an 8 dawn turn, and with the new OP10 stuff, this 8 dawn turn is actually really nice for us because there are multiple lines for us to do, and we can actually kind of start going wide here with how many dawn restands that we can do. So we swing 5k in with leader first to bait out that leader ability, and then we're going to swing 7k in with banish. Hopefully get some cards out of hand here. And he does end up giving us 3k worth of counter. And starting off tapping down 5. And there's good old Cavendish. Great engine for this deck. Restand the 2 dawn, tap down 5 more. And there's a carrot. We are going to freeze that Lucky Root, not getting any sort of ability off of it. And then we restand 1 with the Smoker ability. Moving in, 9 dawn turn, pretty easy for the Shanks. There's really only one move that's probably going to be beneficial for him to start getting some board removal for us here. And we can see it coming down right away. There's the Rayleigh. -3 to the carrot, -2 to the rested Smoker, and the carrot is going to be KO'd. And he's going to swing 8k into the Smoker, using our leader ability to tap down their own leader. And at this point, this is a tough decision for us. You know, we really do want to keep a board, but we are starting to get whittled down in cards in our hand. So this is going to be a tough decision on whether we want to keep this smoker or not. You know, Banish is a great ability to have, and a 7k power with a Dawn. The ability to restand a Dawn is going to be amazing. So 8k into 5 due to the cost reduction of the Rayleigh. And we're deciding here, I mean, again, this is really just a tough choice. Do we really go down to approximately 3 cards in hand to save this smoker? Because next turn too, it's also only going to have 5k worth of power. But, you know, it does have Banish. We can bring out a leader ability and bait something out in there as well. All right, you can see sorting through some cards here, and there is plus 4k worth in counter. 2/2ks in hand, that is pretty rough for us. So we kind of know that Kid is going to be a pretty rough choice if we do end up taking it if we don't find any blockers later this game. Now going into this turn, Tashigi, or excuse me, Smoker is still at a 5k worth of power. We're going to start off with a 5k swing, swinging in that life. He is going to take it, which is kind of nice for us, going down to that 3 life. We're going to swing 5k with Banish, using the Shanks leader ability, giving it minus 1k power. And here comes another carrot. We're going to freeze that Ben Beckman. That Ben Beckman is not going to get any more value out of that. We're going to tap down 5, and we still have the ability to swing in with the Cavendish as well. Restand 2 of those Dawn that we just rested for the carrot. And now with the ability to restand so many Dawn, trying to do the Dawn calculation in my head when I am playing here to see how big I can swing into this board. We decided to swing 7k into life here, restanding 2 of the Dawn, and he ends up taking it and going down to 2 life. And now we're going to tap down another 5 Dawn, and here comes a 3rd carrot of the game. This is absolutely massive for us. 2 characters are not going to be able to restand. He's getting no value out of the Lucky Roo, and he gets no value out of the Ben Beckman next turn. And you can see here we do use the Smoker ability to restand 1 Dawn, so I kind of miscalculated the Dawn, but it still ended up paying off for us. So in that Cavendish swing, I could have ended up swinging 8k and still would have been able to get another Dawn back from the Smoker ability. 10 Dawn for the Shanks here is pretty huge. You know, Shanks is definitely an option here. Dragon is also an option. The Pop Shanks is also an option. There are many lines of play for the Shanks player to do here. So only Rayleigh, basically only Rayleigh is swinging with our leader ability. And there comes an 8k swing into the Cavendish using our leader ability to rest their leader. And you can see I'm down to 3 cards in hand. I do remember this exact hand. I had a Hody Jones, a Eustace Captain Kid, and a 0 cost event. And then you can see here, there's that 0 cost event to trash that Eustace Kid. And here's a 10k Shanks going right into that Smoker. Smoker doesn't stand a chance, and into the next turn. Now here is a point in the game to where I have messed up in the past. You know, I have 3 characters on board plus my leader, so I have 4 swings in hand. He has a massive hand size. I really wanted to start swinging into the leader with both those carrots on board. We're able to lock down the Ben Beckman and the Lucky Roo for another turn. So we know at most he's getting 2 swings max next turn out of probably the Shanks character and the Shanks leader. So thinking that, I think the move here is just really just to Dawn up and start swinging into life. 2 life left. He has a lot of cards in hand. So again, let's start whittling down some of those cards in hand. So we are going to start off with an 8k swing. We are going to into life, and we're going to freeze the Ben Beckman. We do get a leader ability, bringing it down, and we're going to get a 2k. Oh, sorry, it was a 7k swing from the carrot due to the -1 effect from the Shanks. So we used the leader ability and gave a 2k off of that. Now we're going to spread out our Dawn here, see how we want to calculate it out, because with the minus 1k to the board from the 10 cost Shanks is going to be pretty huge for us to kind of play around. We can see all of our Dawn spread out there, and is that truly going to be the way that we swing out here? And here, another 7k swing into life, and we're going to stun that lucky row again. Absolutely no value coming out of that lucky row. And he ends up taking life, going down to 1. This is a really good spot for us. 2 swings left. You know, he still has a bunch of cards in hand. At that point, I believe he still had 8 cards in hand. So we're, you know, let's just try to get some of them out. So 2 swings left with the Cavendish and our leader. And we still have 6 Dawn left to play with. So basically 5 if we want to keep one up for our leader ability. And here comes another 7k swing into life. He ends up taking it. He's going to go down to 0 life. I'm going to swing 8k and just see what happens. And holy cow, just like that, he did not have enough counter to get out of this, which is absolutely crazy. Great matchup here. Don't forget to check out, here is the deck list that we are playing. Biggest difference here is we dropped the Doflamingo down to 2, Zoro up to 3 with how good Zoro is currently. This was a super fun matchup to play. Shanks is always a tough one, but it was great to beat out the Shanks here. Those carrots were so clutch for us. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe.